For about a decade, she stood beside Earth's mightiest heroes. She fought aliens, robots, gods, and even the mad titan Thanos himself. She sacrificed everything to save the universe we know. But despite being one of the original Avengers, there's just one story fans have been wanting to see for so many years. Her very own origin. And in 2021, Marvel Studios would finally release that tale after so many years in developmental hell. And again, people have mixed opinions on how things turned out. What's going on, everybody? My name is Nate, and on this 51st episode of The Road to Avengers Doomsday, we're taking a look at Black Widow, a spin-off movie for the spy. And even though this movie came out after Avengers Endgame, this film is set between Captain America's Civil War and Avengers Infinity War. It shows Natasha Romanoff during one of the most darkest periods of her life, and what consequences she faced for abandoning the dark past that she once kept bottled in her life. So sit back, relax, enjoy the show, and I take you deep dive into Black Widow. For many Marvel fans, myself included, it just felt that Natasha Romanoff deserved a solo movie much earlier on in the MCU. Since her debut in Iron Man 2 in 2010, she quickly became a pretty fan favorite, and for many years, people wondered why she had received her own adventure. And by the time Black Widow arrived, Natasha's story has already ended since in Avengers Endgame. So even so, it gave us a chance to spend one more adventure with the MCU's founding heroes. This marks the final MCU performance of Scarlett Johansson as Natasha Romanoff, aka the Black Widow. After more than a decade in the role, Johnson delivers another excellent performance. Natasha's determined, intelligent, skilled, but this movie also lets us see a more vulnerable side of her. We learn more about her past, her childhood, and the family she never truly had. It's a sing farewell to a character who helps define the entire MCU. If there is a breakout star of this movie, it's Florence Pugh as Yelena Belova. Yelena is really funny, confident, and emotionally complex. And yes, she has incredible chemistry with Scarlett Johansson. Some of the most funniest moments in the movie when it comes to the sisters teasing each other. At the same time, their relationship carries the genuinely emotional weight. For me, Florence Pugh is the MVP of this movie. She brings so much personality to Yelena, and it's easy to see why she became such a popular addition in the MCU for many years to come. This movie manages to also introduce the Red Room, the secret organization that chained Natasha and other widows. For years, fans have heard about Natasha's painful past, and we finally get to see it on the big screen. The Red Room is a chilling reminder of everything Natasha escaped. It also explains why freeing other widows became such an important mission for her, and many others that don't want to fall in this trap. Another standout performance comes from actor David Harbour as Red Guardian. He's known as Alexei, and he is loud, funny, and boastful. And I do enjoy David Harbour's acting. He's just pretty funny. And he's completely convinced that he is the Soviet Union's greatest superhero. Harbour brings plenty of humor, but he also gives Alexei a surprising heart. Underneath all the jokes is a man who regrets the mistakes he made as a father figure. And lastly, there is Rachel Weisz, who plays Milena Voltosukov, another former widow. Together, Natasha, Yelena, Alexei, and Milena form one of the most unusual families in the entire MCU. They're not related by blood, but over the course of the story, they slowly become a real family. That emotional connection gives one of the film's strongest moments, and I enjoy that pretty much a lot. Now let's talk about the biggest criticism I have for this movie, and pretty much everyone else who's watching this video, and that's Taskmaster. So in the Marvel comics, Taskmaster is one of the most popular Marvel mercenaries. He's known for copying the fighting styles of nearly almost every hero. Like, it's insane, like, how, like, Marvel created that hero. And the action scenes involve Taskmaster are pretty exciting. But for me personally, I was really disappointed of how, like, the character was adapted. I think there was potential for a much memorable villain. While I do understand the story was trying something new to tell, I don't think this fully captured what the comic book character is so compelling. It's also the fact that it just doesn't feel like Taskmaster at all. It's just someone wearing a Taskmaster costume. And that's just one of the main disappointing things I have for this movie. But let's talk about the other good stuff, the action. The action throughout is excellent. The hand-to-hand combat feels grounded and tense, the prison escape is a lot of fun, and the final battle of the collapsing Red Room delivers plenty of excitement. Director Kate Shortland balances the spy thriller elements with larger MCU-style action. And then we're at the post-credits scene, which is one of the most emotional moments comes after the credits. Yelena visits Natasha's grave. It's a quiet reminder of everything Natasha has sacrificed in Endgame. The scene sets up Yelena's future in the MCU, and it begins connecting this story to the next chapter of Marvel television's and film projects. And now I'm going to wrap up my thoughts on Black Widow. Personally, I enjoyed Black Widow. Is it perfect? No, it's not. I think Taskmaster could have handled it better and much in a more interesting way than what we got. I really wish this movie would have released so many years earlier. But there's still a lot to take. Scarlett Johansson delivers a heartfelt farewell, Florence Pugh is fantastic, and the family dynamic works incredibly well. And the action of the movie is constantly entertaining. And most importantly, Natasha gets the spotlight she deserved after so many years. So you may wonder, why does this matter to Road to Avengers Doomsday? Even though Natasha's stories came to an end, Black Widow introduces characters who will continue to shape the MCU. Yelena Belova becomes the franchise's most important new heroes. The film expands the world of spies and covert operations within Marvel, and it serves both a goodbye to Natasha Romanoff and a passing the torch of the next generation of heroes. In conclusion, Black Widow may have arrived later than many fans expected, but it succeeds with a heartfelt tribute to one of the MCU's original Avengers. Scarlett Johansson gives Natasha Romanoff the emotional send-off she deserved so much. Florence Pugh steals every scene she's in, and the movie reminds us why Natasha became an important role in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. For me, Black Widow is a fun action film with strong performances, meaningful character moments, and a fitting celebration of a hero whose courage helps save the universe. Anywho, if you enjoyed this episode of Nate Reviews, make sure you like, subscribe, and follow my channel down below so you don't miss more episodes of Road to Avengers Doomsday. And let me know down in the comments, do you think Black Widow should have released earlier in the MCU timeline? And what do you think of Florence Pugh's debut as Yelena Belova? Anywho, that's all I gotta say. Thanks for watching. Remember, my videos are just my thoughts on the movies and shows that I see on a daily basis. But yeah, I really appreciate you guys subscribe since it really will help out my channel really well. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace out.